Episode 475. After leaving the arena, Blue River soon received a message from Yi Shu. How many years have you been playing Glory?
A few years now.
Blue River replied.
Which guild are you with?
That's a bit too direct. Blue River's about to cough up blood.
But since the other party had asked so directly, he saw no point in hiding it any longer. He answered naturally.
Blue Brook Pavilion.
Blue River?
No way you could tell that too.
Blue River was stunned. Sure, his performance just now could have marked him as a veteran, but to have his true identity seen through as well, that was downright chilling. He was a top-tier player in the game, sure, but compared to a true professional, he was just a small fish. It was hard to believe a god-tier player like that would pay such close attention, even recognizing his personal style.
Nah, just a wild guess.
Yi Shu's reply left Blue River stunned once more.
How did you guess that just by throwing out random guesses?
Blue River was completely speechless.
In Blue Brook Guild, I only know 3 Blade Masters. That Willow by the bank doesn't seem like the type to be a spy.
It's Riverside Willow, Raoan Chuyang.
Blue River corrected himself, then asked with keen curiosity.
And who's the other one?
Huang Xiaotin.
All right.
Blue River broke out in a cold sweat. This guy was even less likely to be a spy.
Hey, what are you playing at? What kind of half-assed spy are you?
Over on Yi Shu's side, the scolding had already begun. Blue River was practically in tears. This whole conversation was just bizarre. He had absolutely no idea how to respond.
You're already exposed. What are you still doing in our guild?
Yi Shu pressed on.
Just killing time, I guess.
Bored, are you? Then let me find something for you to do.
Huh? What is it?
Run the guild for me.
What? Help you run the guild?
Blue River froze solid for a second. Then he pinched himself hard. This wasn't a dream. He pulled up the chat log, scrutinizing it to make sure his eyes weren't playing tricks. Then he opened his antivirus software and ran a full aggressive scan, just to be absolutely certain his computer wasn't infected. Yeah, he just couldn't wrap his head around this bizarre line of thinking.
Hey, where is everyone?
Why is Lord Grimm suddenly rushing us now?
I help you run the guild?
That's right.
Why?
Are you bored?
No. You know exactly what my situation is, and you still want me to help you run the guild?
Exactly.
What do you mean, right? What kind of logic is that?
Look, our guild is brand new, full of rookies. They don't even know the basics. We desperately need a seasoned veteran like you to guide them.
I'm a spy.
Blue River insisted with effort. Given the current situation, he felt he might just be the most inexplicable spy in history.
True, but at least you're a spy whose background we know inside and out.
Blue River was taken aback. Now he was starting to get a sense of what this top-tier player was thinking. It felt like a subtle shift toward laying all the cards on the table. Blue River was petrified for another long moment before he finally replied.
Huh? Why would I help you run your guild?
You're bored.
The conversation had circled back to the same old track, and Blue River was going crazy. Given the bizarre situation he was in, he figured if he told anyone about it, they'd think he'd lost his mind. As for his amateurish spy act, he'd lost all confidence in it ages ago. Hell, his real identity had even been dug up. He was even being entrusted with important tasks by the other side. If he didn't know the other party was a super expert, and that he himself was just a small fry in comparison, Blue River would genuinely suspect there was some grand conspiracy revolving around him.
Not much else, really. Just look at the guild channel. Some of these newbies are so clueless, it's almost painful.
Oh, I see it now.
Blue River hadn't really been paying attention to the guild channel, but after Yi Shu spoke, he opened it up. The screen was absolutely flooded with rookie nonsense. Yi Shu had spent 2 hours trying to correct them, but the newbies just kept spinning off his lessons into more noob logic. His standard, correct, and perfectly proper theoretical knowledge was being steadily eroded by this horde of greenhorns. Leading a bunch like this doesn't require a leader. It requires a babysitter. Blue River was undoubtedly very experienced in this regard. As the head of a major guild's clearing operation in a new server, this was exactly his job. But when he went clearing, he always had plenty of assistance. It was never like Happy's current situation. Lots of people, but no core expert to speak of. Wait, that's not right. They do have a core expert. But having the great Yi Chu teach a bunch of newbies, even Blue River thought that was a bit much. But then Blue River thought again, 500 newbies, trying to command a mob like that. He broke out in a cold sweat just thinking about it. But he quickly wrapped his own head. What am I thinking? I'm actually seriously considering this ridiculous job. I'm the guildmaster of Bluebrook Pavilion's 10th server. What kind of nonsense is it to go play nanny in someone else's guild? Blue River thought this over as he fought alongside his colleagues. This whole bizarre situation was something he absolutely could not let them find out about. Meanwhile, Lord Grimm's messages kept coming, one after another, each one clear and logical, laying out exactly how Blue River should proceed with the work ahead. It was as if he were handing down an assignment.
Hey, I haven't agreed to help you yet.
Blue River replied.
Well, listening to it would do you good. It could help you run Bluebrook Guild better. Running 2 guilds with 2 separate accounts, you're probably the first person in history to pull that off.
Then, Yi Shu sent another message. Blue River allowed himself to picture the scene for a moment, but then snapped back to reality. Wait, what? Wait, how did I just agree to that guy again?
So, how much is Bluebrook Guild paying you a month?
Another message from Yi Shu arrived. Money is a sensitive topic, but it's one that can't be avoided. People like Blue River are essentially what you'd call professional gamers. The difference is, their gig is a lot more stable than the average pro players. They were essentially Blue Rain Club staff, just working within the Glory online game. The entire industry built around Glory is maturing rapidly. This includes the Pro League, and it includes these professional guilds. The ones affiliated with clubs are one type, but there are also professional guilds that operate independently, without any club backing. Or rather, they're essentially studios that operate within Glory in the form of guilds. Their business scope includes services like power leveling, virtual item trading, and material exchange. In comparison, the club guilds aren't as professional as these studios. In reality, only the upper echelon core members of a club guild are actually on the club's payroll. The rest are essentially just dedicated fans who've come together. They're happy to contribute in this way to support their favorite team.